First of all, let me say that it's a great honor to be here at the Global Cafe. I'm actually here now in Istanbul, compliments of modern technology. And I should also point out after that great introduction that sometimes these honors can backfire. Recently, New York Magazine voted me as one of the 100 smartest people in New York. And I thought, wow, what a great honor. I'm a physicist. And you may ask yourself a question, what does a physicist do? How is it going to impact on our lives, physics? And what does it mean about tourism, about jobs, about medical care? Well, let me say this. First of all, we physicists, we invented the transistor. We invented the laser. We helped to construct the internet. We wrote the World Wide Web. And don't forget that we also invented television. We invented radio, radar, microwaves. In the hospital, we invented the X-ray machine. We invented the MRI scan, the PET scan. And don't forget, we physicists also created the space program. And we created the GPS system. And we physicists love to make predictions. Here's the question for today. What is the fourth wave? The first wave was steam power. The second wave was electricity. The third wave was high tech. What is the fourth wave? Well, that's what we physicists are doing. We physicists invent the future. We think the fourth wave is going to be molecular physics in the form of biotechnology, nanotechnology, artificial intelligence held together by communications, computers, and lasers. So let's take a look now at Moore's law. This means that almost like a clock, we can gauge what kinds of technologies are available. Now look at this technology. Look at this curve very carefully. Look at 1969. In 1969, we put 2 men on the moon. However, if you look at these old NASA videotapes, they had 64K processors back then. You realize that your cell phone has more computer power than all of NASA in 1969 when we put 2 men on the moon. Now take a look at the year 2020. And then you realize that in 2020, 2025, computer chips will gradually go down to about a penny a piece. You now know the future of the computer. The future of the computer is to disappear. The internet will be everywhere and nowhere, scattered into the environment. So where will the internet be? Among other places, in our glasses. Now these glasses are more powerful than Google glasses. These glasses recognize people's faces. In the future, when you see somebody, you will see a biography next to their name. And if they speak to you in Chinese, you'll see subtitles translating Chinese into English. So this could be the future of your home office, the future of your home entertainment center. But there's a problem, a big problem. What happens if you don't like glasses? What happens if you don't wear glasses? Then what are you going to do? Then you will blink and you will go online. And who were the first people to buy internet contact lenses? College students taking final examinations. They will blink and they will see all the answers to the exams right there in their contact lens. Now when you want to buy something, you simply point and click. Point and click with your cell phone and everything's all taken care of. In fact, in the future, you'll simply blink, and you will buy whatever object you want to buy. One of the big winners is democracy. Because as the internet spreads, young people realize, hey, I don't have to live under this dictatorship. When I was growing up as a kid, a dictator for life meant something. Dictators were dictators for life because the Cold War froze politics for 50 years. Today, dictator for life means 6 months. 6 months and you are out of here. So the big winner is democracy. And democracies do not war with other democracies. Think of every war you had to memorize since you were in grade school. Every war. They've always been between dictators, kings, queens, emperors, never between 2 major democracies. And that's the good news. However, the bad news is it will be rocky. Because young people, even though they can go to the streets, topple governments, make things more democratic, they're not used to power. To consolidate that kind of power is very difficult. and young people are still struggling with how to channel all this young youth power into a practical agenda that can run a country, all the day-to-day affairs that you have to take care of to make a country function. That's why it's going to be rocky, but it will happen.